What do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
It doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Williams Lexus Build 2 here, and right now I'm heading to Walmart. Not sure what I'm going to get exactly right now. I'm still debating. I'll show you guys when I get there. It's something for maintenance related on my Lexus that I still need to do. So yeah, I'll show you guys when I get there. There are no shifts available for today for my first day. Like I said, seniority, the more I work, the more orders I'll be offered. I cannot wait for that, so I can start working daily, twice a day sometimes. So yeah, heading to Walmart right now and be finna get that bit here. Go check out my Valvoline Restore and Protect series. I got 4 parts. I just did my 4th oil change. It says to use 4 oil changes with their oil, and it'll clean out up to 100% of the carbon and sludge and varnish deposit. Again, I have an old car, so I'm not going to do it more than this last 4th time, because it can eat away at the gaskets in your engine. And my engine's been resealed except for the rear main seal, the oil, the upper and lower oil pan gasket, and I'm noticing a small leak, and I really don't want to have to do a rear main seal or an upper oil pan gasket on this. So I am definitely switching now after this. After this, the last time I'm running it, and I'm going to back to Mobile 1 extended performance. But still on my health kick, drinking my smoothie. We are here, boys. Let's get it. Where am I going to park today? I've been parking right there. I want to park away from people. Like employees usually park here, so no one usually parks over there. And I think I'm going to stay with my routine. You heard me? I don't like people parking next to me, because I want to know if I get a new dent. I want to know exactly where and when I got it. And by having tons of people park next to me all the time, makes that kind of hard. And by having no one park next to me all the time, it makes it a lot easier. So let's go. Nice old ass Corolla. Missed my fucking 93, bro. 3rd gen 4Runner. Right up front. I can't wait to get a Toyota SUV or Lexus and just fucking make my overland rig. Man, I wonder how much these are. I need these so bad. Yeah, get that one right there to 3 stacks, so I could split them up and keep them in my trunk, and then the rest in the garage. Alright, so I'm getting the gear oil for the Lexus synthetic in a bag, so I can pour it in and like squeeze it, and I don't have to worry about getting a hose to fill it up. It's crazy. I just changed my oil like 2 days ago, and now they magically have the 530 on Restore and Protect. So don't matter. I'm switching right back to mobile next time. Next thing I'm gonna do is I gotta get trans fluid, and then this. I want to get pink, because they have green coolant in my car right now, and then I have a gallon of green coolant at my house. They didn't put the correct coolant in, and it's like mixed with green and like old brown disgusting coolant. So I want to get the proper coolant in there before winter this year, because it's like gunking up, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna get I'm looking for the cooling system flush right here. $5 for this, so I'm gonna get that. So I have that now. All I need to do is get that. I'm not getting that right now, or the trans fluid. What I'm doing now is I'm going to do that and then drain the coolant that's in the radiator out, all of it in the engine. Use a hose, everything, get it all out, and I'm going to use the green coolant I have at the house right now and put that back in the radiator, fill it up, and then use water for the rest of that. And then I'm going to add this in there with it and drive probably like 100 miles with this in there, and then flush that out. And then I'll come back and get that before I do all that. I'll probably be driving on the flush with the green coolant that I'm going to have in there. I have distilled water. I'm not going to fill it up with a hose. So when I'm cleaning it out, I'm going to use distilled water and the green coolant just to like clean it out. Then I'm going to use the pink, where is it? They said they were out of stock online, so they might not have it. I do want to get the concentrate though, so this way I only have to add water. When you're paying 50/50, well, concentrate is $3 more, and you're getting 50% more. So you always try to get concentrate, but they don't have the Asian vehicle coolant right now. They do have this, so I'm getting that. I've never heard anything about this. I know this works. We used this at my one job at the Sunoco I was telling you about, but yeah, so got everything I need for the car this go around. Eventually I'll do power steering and brake fluid. I'm probably going to do that next spring, maybe before that even. I don't know yet, because I do have that road trip in February, and I want all the fluids done by then. So I'm doing a diff. I don't think the diff fluid has ever been changed in this car, based off talking to the guy that I bought it from. He was the original owner. He never changed the trans fluid. I was the first one to do that. That's why now it's like 18,000 miles ago now, 16 actually. So I want to change the trans fluid out after I get the coolant done. Obviously that's first priority. This, because it hasn't been done, coolant because it's only been done once I think, and then trans fluid after that. Then I'll go to the brake and power steering fluid next. So alright, we're heading back to the fucking crib. Let's get it. Not sure when I'm going to be doing this though. My dad and brother coming back from Vegas tonight, so I can't really do this today. I gotta get ready for them to get back. So probably Friday, which is in 2 days. So I'll jump to that clip. About to get hit by a storm. Fucking bird egg, dude.
Wow.
Friday morning. Little rabbit. Friday morning. Gonna do a few DoorDash orders, and then we're gonna back my car in the driveway and do the rear diff fluid change. Alright, so I was editing a video for y'all, different type of video. Got another Uber Eats order, so I did that. Now I'm going to the corner store to get my vapes for the week. Probably some breakfast, pork roll, egg and cheese, and yeah, I'm gonna eat that. If I get any more Uber Eats or DoorDash or Grubhub orders, I'm gonna do those, and yeah, I'm gonna do the differential for you guys as soon as I get a chance. That's the main objective of this video today, that. And if I have time tonight, I'm gonna also drain the coolant, put the green coolant I have in with that motor flush and some distilled water, and I'm gonna drive it. It says to drive it for like up to 5 hours to an hour to 5 hours. I'm gonna drive like probably a few hundred miles with that in there, because I really want it cleaned out, and I'm using coolant, not water, so I'm not worried about it evaporating or causing any more problems. So probably anywhere between 100 200 miles I'll use it for. So yeah, 91 degrees out. Look at this, man. I love the shore so much, dude. You got the water right there. After I drop this order off, I might go down there to show y'all the water right here. Man, I wish my grandfather was still alive, because we don't talk to my step grandmother anymore, because she I told you guys in the house video what she did to my mom. But he had a boat in Florida and New Jersey, and he used to go down to Florida for the winter, Sebastian, Florida, and stay up here for the summer. And I missed that, going out on his boat. It was rare we did that. We didn't really do that a lot because he was an alcoholic, so my mom would contact with him throughout the year. Man, it's so hot out. It took 30 minutes for this car to cool down. I'm talking like the AC was cool, but it took 30 minutes for this car to cool down, like the whole interior to cool down, because it's stuck on half recirculate, because the thing's broken. The actuator's broken. The blend door, actually, I guess you could say. Something like that. So, It's sucking in the heat from the inside of the car and the outside. But yeah, let's go show you guys this water. Beauty, man, beauty. I'm about to go film and edit real quick.
Fuck you. I'm gonna become every single thing that you think I would never become, and then you're gonna have to eat that shit your entire fucking lives.
It's crazy how much cooler it is, like right here at the water, than it is like in town, just like a half a mile away from this water. It is hot, like I'm talking hot away from this water. I've never been to the beach since I last went with my ex, yo. I still haven't been to one yet. It's been 5 years, or 4 or 5 years since I've been there with my ex. We didn't break up 4 or 5 years ago. We broke up way after that. But I just haven't been there because we have so many memories there. Right down there is Seaside. You come here, you can, no, right down there, my bad. You can see the Lava Tower right there. And you can see the fireworks from here on, what's it called? On July 4th, if you come here. Pretty cool. But I haven't gone swimming since July 4th, 2021 either, because I haven't swum since I was with my ex last. Finally went swimming for the first time this summer on July 4th, actually, so it was exactly 5 years since the last time I went swimming. And I'm gonna try to go to the beach this year, fight those memories off, because I had really good memories with her at the beach. And I hate going because every time I go I think of her, like just right there when I was there right now, I immediately thought of her. Why? Because of the water. Crazy. I grew up here 20 something years, almost, yeah, 30 years at the shore. And I what's it called, I always loved going to the beach, all that. As soon as I got my extra few years, boom, I can't go anymore because all I do is think of her. It's kind of crazy, right? Look at where we at. We at Walmart. Hell yeah. Nah, but I need to find a 10mm Allen socket, because I went under the Diff to do this video for y'all, and I didn't have a 10mm Allen socket, so I had to wait till Monday. And I had to wait till Monday, which is today, to be able to come to Walmart to get the 10mm Allen socket. I figured I'm coming here today, might as well see if they have it. If they don't, Harbor Freight's on the way home, and I'll stop there. And I looked online, it said neither of these places had it, so I'm really hoping that that's wrong, and at least one of them does, because if neither of them have it, I don't know, man. I'm not driving all the way through Advanced or AutoZone today, at least, so it'll be put off. The video will be put off even longer now, so let's go see. One of the things I hate about these cars, you have to lock them by hand manually, because the actuator's breaking all the doors. They have them dirt cheap for like $40 for all four on like Amazon. I don't want to get them and then do the whole job just to find out that it's only going to last me like 5 months, 6 months. So that's why I haven't gotten the cheap ones yet. I've seen other people haven't gotten them. They haven't complained. I mean, I saw a few reviews saying they only last like a year, so that's why I haven't gotten them. I want to get the expensive ones, so I do it once and I'm done. And I actually upgraded to not plastic, they use metal on the inside, so they don't break again. And that's the type I want to get, but they're like $200. I don't know if that's each or for all four. I think it's $200 for like two of them, so it's like $500 for all four. I don't think they're gonna have the single socket here. They have it here for $12, but I'm not buying fucking $12 worth of socket. No, this ain't even it either. Oh no, yeah, it's right there. They have the 10 right there, so I know they have it. Best bet is not getting that, since Harbor Freight's on the way home. And if they don't have it at Harbor Freight, the single socket, I'll just buy the set there. So they got warranty, so if I have to, I can return it. But odds are, if I'm buying a tool, I need it for my Lexus, I'm going to be keeping it because I'm keeping this car for a long time, and I want to be able to have the tools I need to fix it if anything breaks on it. And I'm not seeing single sockets for sale, so nope. These are just the power tools. I got my electric ratchet here. Actually, it was a good purchase. It's better than, it's right here. No, this ain't it. I got the 3/8 one. Good purchase, though. I'm not going to buy another one from them. Actually, I might, because this is where I got fucked at. Because now I'm stuck with these batteries. So if I want to buy one without a battery, I have to buy it here. But I'm probably just going to keep that one battery for that one tool and go back to Harbor Freight. I needed it ASAP, so I bought it while I was here. So yeah, we're going to Harbor Freight after this, I guess. My trans, for the first time, it made like a slip, like it read real high while I was cold. The other day when I was leaving, and I was debating whether I should get this or trans fluid, and I went with the Diff fluid because the Diff fluid's never been changed. And I went with the Diff and the coolant. I need to buy coolant still. So now I know I have to do the Diff, the coolant, get this video done, put out. And I definitely got to do the trans fluid by before winter comes. It's only been 15,000 miles since I did it last, but another drain and fill. And then this one, it'll be the last one I'll hold off for like another 20,000 miles because I don't want to drain it all out and put new fluid in. That's why I'm doing it every 15, 20,000 miles intervals. Coolant's from the next style. Here we go. I want to see if they don't have concentrate, and that's what pisses me off, because concentrate, you save money. Where is it? You save money with concentrate because you could just fill it up with some water. I don't like the ready-to-use shit. You're paying the same amount of money for water. You're paying like $1 more for twice the amount of coolant. No one knows that, and they always buy the 50/50 pre-diluted. They don't have any Asian vehicle coolant here that's not pre-diluted. So I'm gonna go to Toyota and get theirs, but I'm not paying $40 for a gallon because I do need like two gallons. I already have this crap at home, green coolant. I almost bought this the other day. Where is it? Concentrate, this right here, $14, $1 more. Where is it? It's $1 more than the other one. I almost bought this because I need 2 gallons. I just fill the rest up with water. I was just going to run it like this for a year and then just replace it next year with Asian, but I want to use the correct stuff, because the reason I put it off so long is because it's green, but it's rusty. It looks like someone just drained some out, put it in, and they use green, and I don't want green, and I want Asian. The vehicle, the pink that's supposed to be in there. Off to Harbor Freight for that 10 mil Allen socket. Let's go. There's the Lexus. Always park away from people. It's crazy. This place, I remember in 2019, my boy was camping here overnight because he was homeless. And you're allowed to camp here overnight. And because cops hang out of here at night, it's when they're 24 hours. He got his plate scanned by the cops, and it came back to his girlfriend, who had not a warrant, but she had a criminal history. So they bothered them at 3 in the morning, sleeping, searched the whole car, and they both got arrested, and he took the charges for her because she had some illegal stuff on her. And weed was illegal at the time, so they arrested her and him for sleeping in a Walmart parking lot. All because they scanned the plates. Just because they had a past criminal history. They had nothing current. She did, not him either. They ransacked the car, searched them, and arrested them for it, and they spent a week in jail. Fucking crazy. So when people ask me why I don't like police anymore, like in 2020, I tried to like sympathize with them because of the riots. I can't do it anymore, because they proved to me time and time again why you can't sympathize with these people. They're A, hypocrites, and B, they ticket you, harass you for the most ridiculous shit. We are here, bro. A little vape hit real quick. Let's go in and try to see what they got. Damn, dude, no single sockets. It looks like I'm getting this, unless I find a single socket. Because I need a 10. I want to make sure they have a 10 first. It's not a 10. Yeah, that one says 10. Let me see. I'm trying to see, dude. 10 right there. I swore it was bigger than that, though. I'm gonna see if they have a single socket, though. Well, they don't have single sockets, but it's still cheaper than Walmart by like $3. Alright, I got it. Now we can do the diff and then the coolant flush, hopefully within the next day or two. Alright, we are heading back to the crib. Gonna eat some breakfast and fucking try to get to this. Let's get it. So, about to storm out. I got like no time to get this done now. I swear, bro, everything's trying to stop me from getting done what I need done. Now, I'm gonna jack this up. I'll be back. Alright, this is what I'm working with. Not the best at all. I don't even like it, but it's gonna have to do. Wheel is on that rim. I'm gonna try to sneak under here, break the shit loose quick as possible, let it drain, all that. I'm not gonna be able to film this the way I want it because it's not really the safest thing. So I'm gonna break it loose. And once it's draining, top bolt, break it loose, take out. Once it's draining, the bottom bolt, film again. Alright, so got my morning fucking pork roll and vapes. Once a week I do it. So I call Firestone, right? This is why I never go to Firestone. I called them and the little ass dude answered the fucking phone, right? Little ass dude answered the phone. So I tell him, I'm like, I need my fill plug and drain plug on my rear diff. I need the bolts broken loose. I can't get enough leverage from my driveway because I can't jack the car up enough and get my breaker bar in there. I had to repeat this to him like two, 3 times maybe. And he's like, hold on a minute. He goes and he takes like 10, like, I don't know, like 3 minutes, let's say. Comes back, oh yeah, we can't do that. I'm like, okay, when's Blank's name going to be in? He's the manager there, that's cool. And he's done this for me in the past. Not this exactly, but other things like this. And he's like, doesn't matter, I talked to the store manager. Can't do it. I'm like, all right, well, so when's Blank's name going to be in? He's like, he's going to be in tomorrow, but he's going to tell you no, because I talked to the store manager and he can't do it. I'm like, okay, well, he's done this for me in the past, and I paid for it, so he can do it. And he's like, well, he shouldn't have. I was like, well, he wrote up what he did on the paperwork, so you can do it. And it said on the paperwork what I did, and I just paid for the labor. So he was being a smartass. These are the same group of people that told me that my last car had an 05 Elantra, the engine was blown. because it read 165 to 175 compression on each cylinder, which was right for that year Hyundai Elantra. The boost, there was a different one they were looking at. It was a boosted engine. It wasn't even in, I don't even think it was USDM that had 205 it was supposed to read at. And I brought it in for a simple, clean the injectors out. I overfilled my tank, the carbon fucking canister, sent some black shit down the fuel line. I got past the fuel filter into the fuel injectors, right? I noticed because I know my shit because I've worked on cars in the shop and I don't have fuel injector cleaners, right? System. And I brought it in telling them this and I wanted to clean. And they come back with, oh yeah, we're not cleaning it because the engine's blown. We did a compression test, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm explaining to what I just told you to the dude that's helped me out before. And he's like, here, listen, go to this shop, he'll do it for you, and he'll diagnose it first correctly. And I'm like, I know my engine's not blown. The dude in the back who diagnosed it, and another dude were laughing, saying he doesn't know what he's talking about. His engine's blown. Sure enough, I bring it to the dude, cleans the injectors out, and he said, quote unquote, that car is idling so smoothly, I did not know it was even running while I was in it. And yeah, he fixed it and did a bunch of other work at the time because I lived in a complex with my girlfriend that I could not work on the car at, so he did all that for like $900, and that's just one of the many times they misdiagnosed my shit. And I only offered to bring it there because we have an account with them, and I use my dad's account because they get discounts and shit, and because I have my lifetime alignment there, and I'm obviously not going to. No one else offers it, I don't think, at least in my area. So I'm obviously going to go there for the convenience factor. Every time I go there, might as well get the alignment checked up, and they've done this for me in the past for pretty cheap too, like broken bolt solution and shit. So I figured, oh, it'd be nice and quick and easy and cheap, and I'll get my alignment checked. Nope, this kid I've never spoken to before. He's new there because they go through young kids like crazy because the young kids fuck up customer cars, and yeah, so crazy because in 2013 I applied there and they wouldn't hire me because I didn't have my all my certifications. Now they're hiring anybody out of high school. Just because they can't find anyone with certifications to work there because no one wants to work for these corporations that don't want to pay what they should anymore. But yeah, so Friday morning, 8 a.m., I'm bringing it to the shop. I'm gonna film a little bit because I think I'm gonna be allowed to. And yeah, they're going to break the bolt solution, all that. So now we're waiting till Friday, so it'll be officially 1 week from when I started this. There's always something with me, but the good thing is the car's running right now, and I don't have to, doesn't have to sit in the driveway. This is why I can't wait to get my own cop. This is why I can't wait to get my own shop though. Like my boy said, yo, we could go to my dude's shop and he'll let us work on a car there for free. So I'm gonna keep that in mind for the future for like bigger jobs. For something simple like this, I'm gonna shop right next to my dad's house. We won. They put the light pole back up. They got rid of the flock camera. We won, boys. I remember when this shit wasn't here when I was a kid. This was all fucking woods. I have no idea what the fuck it is now unless it's like overflow. Man, I need to get outside more, bro. This is crazy. I need to get a kayak for sure, dude. This has got to be like overflow. Crazy, you can feel like the water and how cooling it is. All right, so we're going to the shop, and they're going to they're going to break the bolts loose, the drain plug and the fill plug on the rear diff. 8 a.m. I was supposed to be there at 8 o'clock. That's when they open. They want to get me in and out before they get any cars on the lift because they're a busy shop. They have Lexus certified techs working there, which basically means the tech worked there for Lexus for years. They have another tech that's worked at BMW and another one at Mercedes for years, something like that. And because of that, they're really slammed with lots of German vehicles and obviously some Lexus vehicles too. There's most people don't know about their specialties, I guess. I don't know, something like that. That's what someone told me. I have seen no verification. I've done all the work on this car. Since I brought it to a 2-day shop because of the Lexus tech. in mid 2024 because I couldn't figure out if it was the speed sensor or the ABS hydraulic brake booster going bad in it. And I brought it to Toyota. They charged me $2,500, no, $1,500 because they said a caliper and front brake pads and rotors would fix it. I didn't believe them, but they assured me I'd get a refund if it did not fix it. I was expecting a refund. It did not fix it. Also told me that they would put Toyota OEM rotors and pads on there because I know that this car specifically, if you do not do that and use AutoZone or anything besides OEM that's not drilled and slotted, they will warp and the steering wheel will wobble and shit. And that's of course what happened as soon as I pulled out the lot, and it did not fix the problem. So they refused to take ownership of it. So I'll never go to any mechanics ever again. And when I do, it's for little things like this, like breaking a bolt loose. So we're pulling in right now. This is one of the two shops I trust, and I really don't trust shops at all. So I'm just gonna pull this in front of the only open bay and assume that's where it's going, and then walk inside. With the car running, obviously. So yeah. So if I brought my fluid here, they said they would have done the fluid change for me. And I was thinking about it, but I'm glad I didn't because I like doing all that myself. So they're just gonna break them loose, and then I'm just gonna film the video of me doing it later because I gotta do the coolant too. So I gotta drain the coolant. I'm gonna try to do that as well. I'm gonna try to drain the coolant tonight. Fill it up with the distilled water, and then put the coolant flush Prestone coolant flush in there. I'm gonna drive like a few hundred miles this weekend and then drain it out Monday morning. And Monday morning, I'm gonna run the hose through the engine, clear it all out, heater core, all that, and radiator. And then I'm gonna fill it up with Toyota pink coolant because I don't like the green coolant that's in there right now. But I posted a video on my Facebook advertising the glasses I'm using right now because I'm an affiliate for Timu now on Facebook. So I post reels of stuff I use for them that they what's it called? That they either send me or I've already had, and I put a link in it and I advertise it below. So if you want to get the same glasses I got right now, actually these are the Gen 2. They're a little bit better than these. They're actually a lot better. The filming quality is a lot better than these. They have longer life, and their sound quality is much better too. And it's the same price I got them for, $50 around that mark, because you know how they go up and down all the time. But yeah, I think they put the car up. So let's see. What's up, man? Wow, this back end is rusted more than I like. Wow. It's split right there. That's the diff. That's the drain plug. Trying to see. I got a noise from this rear end too, so I'm trying to see. Oh wow, that could be done. Subframe bushings look like they need to be replaced too. Split right there. That's the diff. That's the drain plug. trying to see. I got a noise from this rear end too, so I'm trying to see. Oh wow, that could be done. Subframe bushings look like they need to be replaced too.
Firestone didn't tighten the tie rod end plus put a cotter pin in, leading to it almost coming off and risking others plus my life. Imagine I did not come in and broke those plugs loose myself.
Yes, yeah.
That's a tie rod. That's so bad.
Tie rod?
Oh yeah. It's like
Oh yeah.
This would have 100% come off if that storm didn't come. Friday and I didn't give up on breaking my differential plugs loose.
All right, so we got that done, and he found out that my tie rod was missing a cotter pin, and the nut backed off because of it, which he says it could have been done from Firestone, because even though they're not supposed to align the car that way, they could have and may have pulled it off just to break loose that one nut, because if it's rusted on and hasn't been, like, if the inner tie rod was stripped for any reason, they couldn't get a wrench on it properly, they might have taken that off just to twist the tie rod off back a bit to what's it called, to what's, you know what I'm saying, to do the alignment. So that could have been a possibility. But when I did the caster arm control arm on this Lexus, I put a cotter pin back in there and bent both ends. So there's no way that should have sheared off. And I torqued it down to spec. But it goes to show, if I just replaced that tie rod when I was supposed to, wouldn't have happened. So that swaying I was feeling, I don't know if I told you guys or not, or if I even kept the clip in this video. I was telling you guys it was swaying after I lifted the rear end up, and I thought maybe it was because I lifted the rear end up, something might have bent or got rusted or something like that. Nope, it was just the tie rod, dude. So, and I know Firestone, they absolutely hate me. That's why they didn't do this job. That's why I had to bring it to them, because there's one guy in there who's cool, I'm cool with. The rest of them, I don't even want to get into it. But yeah. And if I ended up doing the diff fluid the way I wanted to, and I got it done the first day, I wouldn't have noticed that tie rod end, and the whole wheel would have just arced and turned and shit and been fucked up, man. Got some pork roll and a Gatorade. I only have it once a week usually, but since what's it called? Oh yeah, I was up all night last night, and since I was up, I've been up at 11 a.m., which is an hour. It'll be 24 hours I've been up for, so I didn't feel like cooking breakfast, so I'm gonna eat this, and I'm gonna nap for like 3-4 hours, go to Walmart, and then I'm gonna do the diff. So yeah, next clip I'll either be at Walmart or we'll be getting at the diff, you heard? So I made another trip to Walmart. I'm not gonna film much here. I need the what's it called, a pump, fluid pump, to get the differential fluid into the rear diff, because it's not going to be level when I jack the car up. So I know how much I need to put 1.5 quarts of fluid in. I always do a little bit more, so I'll do like 1 3/4 quarts. I think it's going to be very hard, even with the bags, to get the fluid in there. So if I could find a pump somewhere to pump the fluid in, it'd be a lot easier, so I could do that, you know what I'm saying? Looks like they got it for $13.32. That's way too expensive. I'm just going to try to do it myself. They still don't got the peak Asian coolant, which is red and pink, which is what I need for my Lexus. crazy. It's been like 3 weeks and they still don't have it. So it looks like I'm putting that off. Not doing that tonight either. Hey, I got it.
Got it?
Yep, thank you.
Yep.
449, bro. It's sad that makes me happy now. When in February our gas was $2.89 for premium 93. $2.89 versus $4.49. Thank you. Thank you. Can't say who, but you know who. Let's see how much it costs to fill it up. I didn't want to have to do this before I had to jack the rear end up to do the diff fluid because it's sort of sketchy. I didn't want to add all that weight, but I'm at 1/4 tank. Let's see how much it costs. Last time it cost me, I think, $75 at a 1/4 tank. So, no, it was like almost a half a tank actually. It was $70, $72, something like that. So we'll see how much this comes out to. I'll do a little speed up here. $61, not bad. I thought it was going to be like 75. I guess with that 30 cents difference, it dropped it down a few dollars on top of the having more gas than I thought. Horrendous gas mileage. I used 13.5 gallons. So let's see how many miles I drove. 174 miles I got out of 13.5 gallons. That is horrendous. 175 we'll say for that. But yeah, now I'm going home, gonna let the car cool down for a bit, and then we're gonna do diff fluid. Dude in the blue was driving a brand new Benz, and old person, tourist, going to the store in his rich ass house. Complete attitude, pointing his finger and yelling when I drove by. Fucking crazy, man. These old people gotta be taken off the road. Light blue bike. Alright, Sunday morning, take 2 at this. Gotta get everything put on the ground so it's in hand's reach. Where'd I put the socket, man? Don't tell me I don't know where the fucking socket went. Gotta back the car up, find the socket, and then jack it up, and put this wheel under the rear tire like last time. So I'm gonna get to that. I got the glasses on. I'm gonna use those to try to record enough of it. Probably gonna take them off when I gotta break the nuts loose. So yeah, let's get to it. Nice little cold store. Has not been started in a few days because I thought I was going to do it yesterday, but what happened yesterday? Something happened yesterday. I don't remember, but I didn't do it. Now it's Sunday morning, so yeah, gotta back it up. I want to be off the tar as much as possible. So when I jack it up, I'm not on the brand new driveway, so I don't get snapped at. All right. Oh, I should have got this jack out of here beforehand, son of a. Oh yeah, no, I'm jacking up right here. Duh. Forgot that's how I had to jack it up last time. Cause no other way to jack it up because I got to jack up the control arm point. And I hated this because I had to get on the ground and get it right. Can not be. Yeah, now we're in. It sucks. I really wish I brought it with me now when I went there. Because if I did, they would have done it for me. They probably would have let me do it because I was under there. All right, so got it jacked up. Gotta do a few more things, and I'm about to get under there. Get this under there now. Get my tools under there. Get these bags under there too, so I got them. All right. Probably not going to need the breaker bar. Do not want to have to get up for a thing. What else do I need? Something else I need. Good to have this just in case. And I need to get a battery for the for that tool, so we're gonna go grab the battery. All right, so now I'm gonna get on the ground and we're gonna get this going. Oh, and of course I forgot the battery today, so I'm gonna have to hand crank it out the whole way. On loose. All right, the fill plug is loose. That's the most important one to get loose. I'm gonna have to get up to take this off. All right, so I got up. I got the socket off. Clean this off. Keep that right there so you can see it. The bottom one should be easier, but the bottom one was also torqued on, so I'm gonna have to hit it with the ratchet all the way out, which sucks. But at least we got the top off. And I could have lied to you guys on this video, and I could have said I broke these bolts loose myself and didn't have to go to a shop. But I'm not a liar, so, and plus I would have rather had a shop do it anyway because this is sketchy, and I'm not trying to strip these bolts because you strip them, you fucked. You're basically fucked. Where the fuck is it? See, I can't even see what I'm doing because I'm trying to give you guys a video. Go in there. Oh, wow, that was a lot easier than I thought. I told him not to tighten it up all the way, so I mean, not to torque it down all the way, and he didn't, which is good because I didn't want to have to re-break them loose. It wouldn't have been nearly as hard as last time, but it still would have been hard even if you torqued them down to spec. That's why I didn't drive this car all day yesterday because I really shouldn't have been. I went to Walmart. That was it. I shouldn't have been driving then either. Let's drain this out though. Wow, that's actually not bad. And he's never changed his fluid. He said that's actually kind of crazy. He's never changed his fluid. Now what I'm going to do is, because this isn't level, I'm going to jack this car back up. Take the wheel out, let it sit down so it drains all of it out, and then jack it back up again when I fill the fluid up. So I'm going to have to sort of guess with the fluid. It said 1.3 to 1.7 quarts, so I'm just going to do 1.7 because this isn't level, obviously, so I can't fill it from a level stance. So yeah, see how much metal's on there. Can't really tell. We'll tell when I get out. Let's get out now and do that. Yeah, that's the metal. Yeah, that oil does not look too bad, and he's never changed it. Kind of crazy. I mean, he might have changed it early on, but let's see. I mean, it's supposed to be metal. Obviously, it's going to be metal on it. So, but kind of crazy that oil was not that bad. But now I have peace of mind knowing that there's new oil in it. and it won't have to be changed for another, what, 30 to 50,000 miles. So I'm using synthetics, so it's going to be a little bit longer than normal. But I know for a fact that wasn't synthetic fluid because he didn't use even synthetic oil on his car, and he claims he changed it every 3,000 miles, but Carfax don't lie, and that wasn't the case. He went 6,000 sometimes. So actually I didn't see not one 3,000 mile oil change on that Carfax. I don't think except the first two maybe. But yeah, let's see how much of an angle it's on. Because really not that much of an angle. Now the oil is clean, so let's see. It's still draining, so I'm just gonna let that drain for a little bit. I think maybe I'll bring the jack to the other side and jack it up a little bit. That's what I'm gonna do actually. I'm gonna go inside and wash my hands and all that while that's draining. So yeah. I'm not jacking up from the wheel because it's rear wheel drive and I don't want the car to roll forward. Should be good right there. Not too high, just so it looks sort of level. I'll be able to drop this real fast if I have to. Not there yet. It's about as level as I'm gonna get it. It's still the wheels on something over there, so it shouldn't roll forward because it's on there. So it is sort of level now. So let's see. I mean, the front end isn't level, so it's probably could be pulling to the front. But yeah, still draining. Now that I got that level, I'm gonna put it back down, let it sit for a minute because I didn't warm that oil up because the exhaust was really hot last time I did this. So put it back on this side. So when I'm under there, if my dad needs to jack it up or something, he can. If that wants to fail. All right. All right, so we're going to get the drain plug back in now that it's done draining. And then, oh, bitch. And then we're going to put the fluid in it. Yeah, that's not dripping all anymore. Gotta make sure it's torqued down and all that too. That was scaring me for a second. It wasn't going in. It's because the magnet was holding it up. Tighten it down. Already got those bottles opened up so they're ready to go. That looks like it was low on about a quart or almost a quart low on fluid. Man, I can't see shit because I'm filming this through the glasses for y'all. That's mad weird. I'll try to clean that off. This over. I'll fully clean it off when I'm done. I want to get that drain plug down because it looked like something dripped at the end. Alright, that's good. Let's tighten down all that. This is going to be the fun part. Alright, so looks like it didn't open the way it should have. Motherfucker, man. Can you grab me scissors? The house. Yeah, the ones on the in the junk drawer. Alright, so I'm waiting for him to get them. He's bitching about me using my own scissors. I know I should have brought my pocket knife out here. One of the parts that came off this car. Where's that tipped over? I don't remember tipping that. Then what I gotta do is put all the sockets from in there. So this way that fits everything like that. All the big shit now. Obviously I can't keep shit like that in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna start using that toolbox that I bought a while ago. So I can I don't want to get him in the video. Ugh, let's cut this shit. Your oil is thick, so I don't want to wait all fucking day. So I'm gonna try to cut it low. Boom, one done. Sucks, man. I need to get a lift. They sell a lift, an electronic hydraulic lift, for literally $800 on Temu. And you drive your car onto it, and it'll jack the front end or the rear end of your car up like a lift does in a shop. By the wheel, so that's the thing that sucks. So if you want to do suspension work, it don't even work. You know what I'm saying? Shit just wants something to spin. Come on, dude. Nah, this doesn't want to cut. It just cracked at the tip instead of cutting. So I'm just going to switch that top onto there when I'm done. Alright. Get this shit out of the way. Green part there. Fill there. Alright. How are we going to do this? Alright, we got one down. I'm gonna do the other one. No need to film that. So. I got everything torqued up, all the fluid in. I spilt a little bit, but I got the towel right there, so and I cleaned it off. Now I'm gonna clean all this shit off, and we're gonna drop it down and call it a fucking video. Alright, so cleaned up under there, jacking this up, putting that down. I spilt a lot on the ground. This bag is almost empty. This bag still has some in it, and this is the bag I spilled a lot from. So I got about 1.5 quarts in there. Started spilling out, even though it's on an angle. I didn't mind throwing a little extra and letting it pour out because I don't think I got all of that because it was on an angle. But it's level now. It was definitely low. Unless it's right, it says online it takes like 1.3 to 1.7 quarts. My buddy said it takes he said 2 quarts actually, his took. So, I mean, I guess it all depends who you ask. 1.3 to 1.7, not going to hurt anything. So, but these diffs are much smaller than like a truck differential or anything like that. So it's the same as the LS400 and the GS400 diff, I think too. So yeah, I need to get jack stands though because I need a lift, something that can take this high off the ground. Because I am getting sick of not being able to do job. Like I wouldn't have had to pay $80 for that shop to break the bolts loose if I had a proper like wheel ramp system or jack system where I could just jack the fucking car up, you know? So, but the good thing is if the storm didn't come that we had that day and I didn't give up and decided to keep doing it, which I would have probably if the storm didn't come, I wouldn't have found out that Firestone, what they did was, when they did the alignment, I don't know why they did this. They took the tie rod off and they didn't put the what's it called, cotter pin back on, and they didn't tighten it down. They hand tightened it, and they didn't put the cotter pin back in, which I did when I replaced the caster arm on this. And I think they thought I asked them to replace it because I told them I was replacing it, and they thought that I said for them to replace it, and they were starting to loosen it or whatever. I don't know. So either way, they didn't tighten it back up. They only hand tightened it, and they didn't put a cotter pin back in. And if I had decided to break this loose myself and fight with it for a while, which is what I usually do, and didn't pay them fucking that shop, if I didn't pay them fucking how much, $80 to break the bolts loose, well, it wasn't 80 for the bolts, just the bolts because they also did something else. But if I didn't do that, they would have never caught that. I would have never caught that because it was swaying a little bit. That was it. Very hard to notice. I wouldn't have noticed it actually. A normal person would have noticed it because it was loose just enough, but you barely felt it on sharp turns. That was it. I thought it was from what's up? There's some. Oh yeah, I jacked this car up, and there was some rust under here, so I thought I like might have bent the sway bar, so I wasn't even bother checking it. And then I rolled that out because I did get under here and check it. I'm like, all right, so it's got to be the wheel bearing. The wheel bearing's making some humming sound on there. Has been step out the car. It's gotten worse. So I was like, all right, it's a wheel bearing, and I would have ignored it. So that wheel would have came off. It would have fucked shit up, all because Firestone did that. It's like so many times. I got so many stories about them messing with my shit. There's one person that works there who's good, and I flipped out on him one time by accident. So I wish I didn't. Oh well. But yeah, he's one person there. It's good. That's it. But yeah, they almost got me into an accident, and I'm glad that it was caught. That's why I had to pay the other $40 because they used their time to tighten that cotter pin back up and put the tie rod back in. I mean, tighten the tie rod back up, put the cotter pin back in. But I'm gonna go wash up real quick, pull this forward, and we'll inspect that. All right, let's do it. All right, first startup. Obviously, it's not gonna affect anything on the startup, but we're going to do a quick spin to the corner and back. This way I could pull my car up, turn it around, face it this way. And then we'll inspect that oil. So you know what? I'm gonna turn left, and we'll go for a little drive around the block. And after this, oil change done, rear diff done, trans fluid's been done once, coolant's been emptied, replaced once. So I'll still have to do the coolant flush, which is next. Hopefully next video that'll be done. I wanted to do it in this video. Walmart still does not have the pink red JDM coolant. I don't know why. There might be a shortage of that or something. I don't know. I cannot find it anywhere. So I need that, and then I don't need it now, but I don't want to do it and then find out 500 miles later no one has it still, and then I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So I want to buy it before I empty this out, rinse it out, and put the green coolant in it. So to do the flush, because I got to flush a bottle of Prestone coolant flush. But yeah, it's driving good, dude. Nice and good. I love it. I got my sun visor up. I'm gonna turn the car off. We're gonna check underneath to make sure it's not leaking, and we're gonna check that oil. Let's get it. No, we're good. Gonna hit it with some brake clean. I mean, there is some oil in here still and debris from the oil, so I didn't really clean it out good. I have nothing to pour it into. Let's pick it up, bring it out in the sun for a minute. Yeah, you can see the oil in there and all that, but nothing really to inspect. It wasn't bad, so I mean, the oil is pretty clean for being diff fluid with 171,000 miles in it. So yeah, I'll pick this back up. I don't know what to drain it into right now. I could go in there. Alright, so I'm gonna figure that out, but that's gonna wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Stay tuned. Still got the coolant flush, which we're gonna drain out all the coolant in there, and then put hose in there, run it, drain that out. Put this jug of coolant in there with the Prestone. I'll take a picture and put it in right here, and mix those two together. And then it says run it for an hour, or drive it up to 5 hours, 100 miles, something like that. Then drain it out, flush it out, and put the new coolant in. You're good to go. I'm gonna drive 500 miles instead. Drain it out. Run a hose through it, drain that out, and then fill it up with Asian JDM Toyota coolant. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.